Hi guys, and welcome back to I Speak English. My name's Hayley, and in this lesson today we're going to be looking at pronunciation, and we're going to be doing a shadowing lesson. So you're going to be repeating words that I say, sentences that I say, so that you can improve your pronunciation. And we're going to be focusing on the schwa, which is probably the most common vowel sound in British English. You hear this everywhere in British English. So if you want your accent to sound a bit more British, or you want to be able to understand British English speakers, this video is really going to help you. So stay with me here, and you're going to be getting lots of interactive practice so that you can actually speak during the video. Alright, but before we start shadowing, please do make sure you are subscribed and you hit the bell so that you can get a notification from me every time I upload a new video. I upload new videos every Saturday, so if you want to learn every week, you can. Just make sure you hit the bell and you hit that subscribe button as well. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so let's start shadowing then. So first of all, you might be wondering, what is shadowing? I have no idea, I've never heard of it. Shadowing is a learning technique to help your pronunciation. And it basically just means that you are imitating or copying sounds and intonation. So you're going to be copying what I say, you're going to be repeating what I say exactly as I say it, in order to get used to producing certain sounds in certain words. So the best way to use shadowing, first of all, is to use it regularly. If you just watch one video and then stop, your pronunciation probably won't improve. But if you repeat it, I mean, you can watch this video more than once if you want to really work on the schwa sound. But you can also do this using other YouTube videos, any videos that you enjoy watching, like from a podcast, and you can just repeat sentence by sentence what that person is saying to kind of mimic their accent and their intonation, particular sounds in words. Another really good idea is to record yourself speaking as well. This really helps because you can hear your accent and what sounds you're producing well or what sounds you need to work on. Okay, so that's just a brief introduction to what shadowing is. Just before we get started, I do want to let you know I'm going to be bringing out a pronunciation shadowing course. It might be out already, depends when you're watching this video, but I'll put a link in the description. It's a full course. We're going to get some sound isolation. We're going to isolate every single sound that appears in English, vowel sounds, consonant sounds, and we're going to work on them kind of repetitive, very interactive, so that you speak a lot, so that you can get the practice that you need. It's going to include videos, PDFs, and tons of interactive practice for you. So if you're interested in improving your pronunciation, or you want to pick up a kind of British accent, you can click the link in the description there, and it'll be available for you to access from that link. Right, so now I've said that, let's get started then. Our schwa sound. Okay, what is the schwa sound and how do you pronounce it, first of all? So the schwa sound sounds like this. It's very common in British English. You hear it all the time, and a lot of vowel sounds that you think is like a or a becomes in British English. So how do you pronounce it? Okay, so first of all, your mouth needs to be in a neutral position, so it's not open, it's not rounded like this, it's not smiling, it's just neutral like this. Okay? So your jaw is kind of half open, so this is the position you want, okay? Half open jaw, relaxed lips. Again, my lips aren't smiling, they're just normal, and my tongue is flat. Okay, so it's not a, it's So if you make this sound, and then you open your mouth slightly, that's your schwa sound. So just kind of drop your jaw. You can do this at home as well if you want to repeat after me. Again, drop your jaw. So it's very neutral, okay? It's very relaxed. There's no stress there, okay? Everything's very relaxed. That's your sound. Again, repeat after me. Alright, so that's how you pronounce it, but now we need to know, when do you say it? So when do other vowels become a schwa? It's quite a common, like I said before, it's probably the most common vowel sound in British English. You hear this everywhere. First of all, an unstressed syllables. Okay, so you have multiple syllables in a word, and the syllables that are unstressed generally become a schwa. For example, this word. How do you pronounce this word? Banana? No, you do not pronounce this word banana. It's banana. Okay, you hear that sound? B-na-na. Watch how my mouth changes as well. B-na-na. So you can see how neutral my mouth is. Okay, so again, repeat after me. Banana. 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 Okay, so the unstressed syllables here are b and n. Na is where you put the stress in banana. Okay, banana. Another word. Okay. Again, you do not pronounce this word sofa. It's sofa. Sofa. Again, look how closed my mouth is. Sofa. Repeat after me. Sofa. 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 Okay, so not sofa, sofa. Alright, so unstressed syllables. That's one time that you need to use it. Another way that it's generally used is in function words. So function words are things like prepositions, articles, very small little words that don't really have much of a meaning. They're just there to help your sentence function. Okay, for example, I saw a movie. Okay, not I saw a movie, I saw a movie. Again, repeat after me. I saw a movie. I saw a movie. Okay, next one. She is an artist. Not an. She is an artist. Repeat after me. She is an artist. She is an artist. Alright, and our final one, again, you can see function words, so like to, the, becomes t and the. Okay, the is always pronounced, well, you can pronounce the as the, but normally in connected speech it's the. And to becomes t. Okay, so I went to the shop. I went to the shop. Repeat after me. I went to the shop. I went to the shop. Okay, so you can see how the schwa kind of gets inserted in these tiny function words in English. So often a becomes an becomes un, to becomes t, for becomes f, okay, the becomes the. All of these vowels change into a schwa in British English. Alright, and the final way that we use the schwa is in weak forms, which is in connected speech. Okay, so in native speech, when people are talking to each other, we tend to just mush everything together and try to connect words together as easy as possible to speak as quickly as possible. Okay, so in connected speech, this happens a lot, especially with weak forms. Again, when you're not stressing something, when the word in that sentence is not important, it becomes weak, and often we use a schwa for the vowel sounds. For example, you could say, you and I. You and I. Not you and I. You and I. And I. And I. Okay, again, repeat after me. You and I. You and I. You and I. Okay, next one. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. Okay, repeat after me. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. A cup of tea. All right, and the last one. This is for you. For you. Not for you. For you. For you. This is for you. Repeat after me. This is for you. This is for you. This is for you. Alright, so that's how the schwa functions. Now we're going to start practicing. This is where we're going to start with shadowing. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to use a story, a short story. I'm going to say the story once, all the way through, and I want you to focus on those schwa sounds. I've highlighted where the schwa sounds will be in our vowels. So I'm just going to say it once, and you focus, and then I'm going to say it a second time, sentence by sentence, and you are going to repeat each sentence, focusing on those schwa sounds. Alright, so let's take a look at our story then. So, Sarah decided to take a yoga class after a long day at work. She believed it would help her relax and find some peace. The instructor, Amanda, welcomed everyone warmly and began the session. Sarah enjoyed the calming atmosphere and the gentle movements. After the class, she felt rejuvenated and at ease. On her way home, she stopped by a small cafe for a cup of herbal tea. Sitting by the window, she reflected on her day and felt grateful for taking the time to unwind. It was exactly what she needed to end the day on a positive note. Alright, so there's our story. So you can see all of the schwa forms that are underlined and highlighted. So now what's going to happen, you're going to repeat after me. I'm going to say this story again, but I'm going to go slow, sentence by sentence, and I want you to repeat what you hear, okay? Not necessarily what you see. This might be easier if you don't look at the screen, or maybe you close your eyes and you just listen to my voice and mimic the sound, okay? Because sometimes when you try to read what you want to say, your brain gives you a different sound because it's looking at a specific letter. So if you're looking at the letter A, you might say A instead of because you're reading rather than listening. So it might be a bit easier for you if you close your eyes, okay? Right. Let's have a go then. Alright, so I'm going to go sentence by sentence, and then I'm going to leave a gap for you to repeat what I've said. Okay? So, let's start. Sarah decided to take a yoga class. Your turn. After a long day at work. She believed it would help her relax and find some peace. The instructor, Amanda, welcomed everyone warmly and began the session. Sarah enjoyed the calming atmosphere and the gentle movements. After the class, she felt rejuvenated and at ease. On her way home, she stopped by a small cafe for a cup of herbal tea. Sitting by the window, she reflected on her day and felt grateful for taking the time to unwind. It was exactly what she needed to end the day on a positive note. All right, and there we go. There's our story. So hopefully that helped you to kind of focus on those schwa sounds. Hopefully you're more familiar with the schwa and that you understand how it works now. Just to remind you, like I said before, I have got a shadowing course coming out. So if this video was useful for you and you want to access more videos like this to really work on your accent or your pronunciation, the link is in the description. You can access it and watch a few preview videos there. The videos are a lot more in-depth and they're a lot longer. Okay, so you get a lot more practice with the videos in this course. If you did find this video useful, please do give it a like and make sure you're subscribed and you hit the bell to get a notification from me every time I upload a new video. And if you've got any questions or anything about pronunciation or shadowing, let me know in the comments, write me a little comment, and I'll get back to you when I can. All right, that's all from me for this lesson. I'll see you in another video soon.